Tough loss this past weekend at Navy. Knew it would kind of be that kind of ball game. That's the kind of game we anticipated going in. Low scoring, very close. Thought give up a couple plays early defensively, but then really settled in and played pretty decent from the bulk of the day defensively. At the end of the day, we're not able to capitalize on a couple of turnovers, and we turned the ball over, which we talked going in. We couldn't do that. We had to maximize our opportunities. Disappointing loss. Kids, they were disappointed in it also. We came back Sunday. I thought they were positive on Sunday. Excited about this weekend being back in Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. Obviously, it's senior day, and there's a group of seniors that have, they've done a lot of things that we need to make sure that we focus on this week. And, they've been a part of back-to-back bowl games. They were on the field last December for the Birmingham Bowl victory. And this season has not been what we wanted from a one-loss perspective. But these young men have competed and been fantastic, and look forward to honoring them pregame. And then our complete focus is on Tulsa and making sure that we have an opportunity to send them out the way we all want to. It's going to be a challenging matchup. Tulsa is playing better and better as the season has went on, especially the last couple of weeks. So it's going to be a great matchup against a team that's playing their best ball of the year right now. So should be an exciting weekend. Just really I know it's a holiday weekend. Students, or most of the students will be gone home. Really want to encourage Pirate Nation to come out and support these seniors and our student athletes in their final home game of the regular season. Questions?
Coach, you obviously made the move with Coach Donnie, and take us through that conversation and why that announcement now versus after the season or early in the season as well.
Well, I think obviously a very difficult decision. Coach Kirkpatrick and I have been together for a while, and we've had a lot of success together, and there's been a lot of really, really good times. He is disappointed in the performance of our offense and in our season overall this year, just as well as I have. Donnie is someone that we all care about. His family, we care about them. It was a tough conversation, but the one thing about him is he is always going to handle himself in a first-class manner and very professionally. So it was definitely that kind of conversation. He cares a lot about this university and this program. Obviously, he has had stints here with both Skip and Ruff before coming back with me. So he's been a part of some pretty bright moments in Pirate football history. His big thing is he wants to finish off his time here and this season on a positive note. And so he's very focused on trying to help our team and our coaches figure out a way to get a win on Saturday. Have a lot of respect for just the way he handled everything.
Coach, is there a certain offensive philosophy that you'll be looking for? I know you said you want to make this hire fairly quickly, and how does the portal and everything play in the whole factor with a new offensive coordinator?
Well, I think it's appropriate to get into all that stuff after the game Saturday. I really want to keep our focus where it needs to be right now, and that's on Tulsa. Obviously, I have very strong thoughts on that, but that needs to kind of wait until after the weekend.
Coach, any plans to get Raheem Jeter in with this being the final game if you have that opportunity?
Well, I think each and every game and each and every part of a game, we're all going to do everything we can to give the Pirates their best chance to win. That's the primary focus. Would love to get him in if we had the opportunity, and have talked to him about that a good bit. We've been in one-score games in the fourth quarter with chances to win, and so those are situations that aren't ideal for a true freshman. in the situation that we're in right now.
Coach, you guys will obviously honor a lot of seniors, but you look at Jeremy Lewis, 5-year guy in particular, and also Julius Wood, kind of those two guys really the heart and soul of your defense. What do they mean to this team?
Well, I think first off, they've had their best seasons individually this year, and both of them are playing at a very high level right now. And they're both young men that I'm very close with, and been through a lot of stuff on the field and probably more off the field, because you spend virtually every single day with them. You spend more time with them than you spend with your own family, and love both of them, and proud of both of them and what they've done. I doubt they're done playing football after Saturday. I think both of them have had the kind of seasons to put themselves in situations to continue playing. But my big focus is making sure that they have a great Saturday afternoon.
Coach, you've mentioned in the past the emotion of playing on senior night and how you kind of handle that as a head coach. Are you doing anything differently this year to try and counteract some of the emotion from last year?
Yeah, I think it's tough. I mean, I try to keep my emotions in check, and I think the players, I'll talk to them about trying to keep their emotions in check. But it is what it is. I mean, this is your life. I mean, this is for these players. They have poured everything into this program and this sport, and we've poured a lot into each other, and so it is an emotional time. And just, I think lessons learned, from past years for me and the players, and I think that we'll all handle things probably a little bit better this year. So.
Coach, just with the announcement on Donnie, specifically in the offense, how important is it for those guys to, refocus, and kind of what's your message to them in a week like this as far as going into Saturday, trying to finish on that high note?
Well, I think number one, our entire roster is unified on trying to finish the season off the way we want to. I think that's the biggest thing. I went around and talked to all of the offensive players in their position meetings, and just talk to them about the decision first off, and it's a part of our profession and business. But the other piece I talked to them about is just how much Coach Kirkpatrick cared about them and cared about making sure that they have success this week and this Saturday. And I think that they all, just like me, can respect that, and I think that we'll be very unified Saturday.
Coach, as you approach the final game, you're kind of in a different situation than you have been the last couple of years. Do you kind of just let it rip, I guess, when you go into this final game?
Well, that's my big thing with the players today when we meet is, we need to have our best week of practice. I expect that we're going to have a really, really good one. I expect us to go out and play, free on Saturday, very aggressive. I just want our players to go out and enjoy this game together and play the very best ball they've played all year. That if you could give an ideal thing, it would be for us to play our best game of the year this Saturday afternoon in Dowdy-Fecklin.
Thanksgiving week too, so just take us through the schedule and where you guys eat together on Thursday as well.
Yep. So, obviously the rest of the student body, for the most part, is going to leave out this afternoon once classes are done. So there's no classes Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Tomorrow we'll come in. The players, they'll lift and meet in the morning, and then we'll practice right after lunch. So a little bit earlier tomorrow, get our practice in, try to get them off their feet a little bit. The coaches, it'll be pretty normal for us as far as game prep and preparing. Thursday we will practice in the morning, which is what most people do on that day, and then we'll have a Thanksgiving lunch, very traditional Southern Thanksgiving lunch together as a team after practice. And then the players, they'll have the rest of the afternoon and evening off to get off their feet. I know that a lot of them have families coming into town Coaches will try to get out of here, at some point Thursday afternoon. That way our staff can see their families for Thanksgiving dinner that night. And then, Friday and Saturday will be pretty typical Fridays and Saturdays as far as, our schedules.
Any other questions for Coach? Thanks, Coach.
Okay, thanks a lot.